the Morton Junior Potters, and the Dunlap Valley Spartans. We'll start with the starting lineups and begin with the Junior Potters, who will be the visiting team for today's ball game. Leading off for the Junior Potters in center field, number 22, Isaac Benders. Batting second, Crawford. Batting in the fifth spot for the Junior Potters is the shortstop, number 7, Owen Adams. The designated hitter today for the Potters is number 8, Camden Taylor. He is hitting for the second baseman, number 18, Beck Powers. Batting 7th is the third baseman, number 40, to meet the starters for the home team on the scoreboard, the Dunlap Valley Spartans. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 6, Simon Malcolm. Batting second and playing third base, number 24, Blake Dietz. Batting third is the catcher, number 27, Gavin Gibbs. Batting in the cleanup spot and pitching for the Spartans, wearing number 30, Isaac Babs. Batting fifth is the center fielder, number 25, Landon Gray. Batting sixth, playing second base, number 10, Eli McCanacue. Batting seventh and playing first base is number 9, Jackson Steffen. Batting eighth is the designated hitter, number 18, fielder Brett Elcree. At this time, folks, we ask that you please rise and face the flag down the right field line for the playing of our national anthem.
A little bit more. All right. Well, hello and welcome to Westwood. Now is just joining me, Coach Ryan Lindley. And Ryan, the Potters have played Dunlap twice this year, on a doubleheader 5-2 and 5-0. But today will be an interesting contest.
Yeah, absolutely, and great to be here. I mean, very exciting. Obviously, sectional day is always a great day at any sport at any level, and we are set here. And Coach, like you said, 2 wins earlier this year. Potters beat the Eagles.
Scoreboard and in the sequence of the game, they lost a coin flip, and so yeah, it will be the visitors today. And you're right, a lot of things have to go right to win a state championship and even to make it to state. And one of the things that has to go right is a win today.
Absolutely. So it's Isaac Benders leading off, and there's the first pitch. We got Isaac Babs on the mound for the Spartans, and interesting. I mean, probably not a surprise. Both teams, their cleanup hitter and their pitcher. So best guy on the mound for both teams, I think, today.
Yeah, Cam Crawford is, I believe, 7-0 for the Potters. Interesting. A lot of things to talk about. The Potters are 26-1. I believe we've had 6 or maybe 7 different guys hit home runs this year. Unbelievable for a junior high program. As a high school coach, as you said a moment ago, you and I are both part of the I'm the varsity assistant coach here, the head coach of the sophomores. We've got some guys coming. It's great to see the success.
It's very exciting, very exciting. Benders will ground that one toward third, and it'll roll past for a base hit. So Isaac Benders on first base. Potters have something going here in the top of the first inning.
Probably a little nerves for the third baseman. That was a play he probably can make, but it was hit hard. He put the ball in play, hit it hard and low. Good things happen a lot of times.
Absolutely. And here's Andy Ballard coming to the plate. By the way, little inside information. I was talking to Andy's family before the game. It's his birthday as well.
Oh,
so
happy birthday, Andy. How about a extra base hit RBI in his first at bat?
that one is a bit high. It'll be ball one.
Andy can fly. He's also got some power. He's been a real solid right fielder. Just done a really good job all season long.
You mentioned the Potters 26-1. Spartans 16-3, but like you said, 2 of those losses to the Potters. Ballard skies that thing into short left field. Long run, but it will be caught.
Got underneath it a little bit. So there's the first out. It'd be nice to put a number on the scoreboard in the first inning for the Potters, take command of this ball game, especially when you get the leadoff hitter on base like that.
Absolutely. Here's Colin Burns. Let me ask you this question. At what point, or do you consider at some point, running Benders and trying to get into scoring position?
You do, but you know, Coach Crawford doesn't tend to run it a whole bunch, and you got your 2 best hitters coming up 3 and 4. You surely don't run them out of an inning. So my guess is we'll be a little patient here.
So that's ball 1 to Colin Burns. Burns the catcher today for the Junior Potters. Here comes the pitch. Benders goes there, and catcher had a little trouble getting out of his glove, and an easy steal for Isaac Benders.
As I was saying, junior high is a little bit different. It's really hard to throw a runner out in junior high school, and so Benders got good speed. Now he's in scoring position.
2-0 count now to Burns. Here comes the pitch, and that'll be there for a strike, but maybe not a bad one to take. Looked low outside corner. A strike, but a good pitch to take too.
We know you can't see the whole field here, but there's quite a gap between right field and center field. The right center field gap is wide open. I'd love to see if Colin can put a ball out there. He'd run for a while.
Here comes the 2-1. Burns follows that one straight back. He had a good swing at that one. Well, folks, we tried to differ. For those of you that were with us earlier this year, we did the Eureka game, and we did several games last season. We're trying a different angle on the camera today. We're behind the dugout. It's out here in the air with the fans, kind of like what Harry Carey used to broadcast from the bleachers, I suppose.
It's similar, but not exactly the same.
Yeah, there you go. There's the 2-2. Burns into the left center gap. That one is going to get down. Benders will score for sure. The question now is where's Colin Burns going to end up, and he's going to cruise into second with a stand-up double.
Well, the center fielder was playing in that way. He hit so hard, got to the base of the fence so quickly, there's nothing anybody can do about it, and the Potters are up 1-0.
Going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher Burns. So you'll see the courtesy runner at second base is going to be Landon Springer out there for the Junior Potters. So Springer leads from second, 1 run already in the top of the first for the Junior Potters. Cameron Crawford at the plate. Here comes the pitch, and he takes ball 1 up high.
So Colin Burns and Cam Crawford are just 2 of the guys that have had spectacular seasons for the Potters this year. Up and down the lineup, this team hits the baseball. Cam's hitting over 500, like he's like 44 RBIs for the season, so had a big year.
Here comes the pitch. Cam a little out in front of that one, 1-1. That's a pretty solid year, though, right? I mean, Potters have played 27 games, so he's almost approaching double an RBI or 2 RBIs a game, 1 point something.
Kind of ridiculous, really. That's an incredible set of numbers.
I mean, nobody should let me do math, but it's like 1.5 RBIs a game. That's pretty good.
And so with first base open, he's liable to see curveballs until he either hits it or walks.
That's right.
I don't think he's going to see a fastball. His reputation is well known.
3 straight curveballs, 2-1 is our count here. Babs takes his time, now will deliver. And there's another curveball. That one's in the dirt. You called it, Coach.
He's not going to get a fastball. And that's okay. Owen Adams had a big year also. He's right behind him.
This is the intentional walk is what we're witnessing here, I think.
See if they can get him to chase something. Otherwise, give him first base. Cam has walked a lot this year.
Which makes the year he's had even all the more impressive, right? I mean, 40-plus RBIs with a ton of walks. That'll be ball 4, so Cam will take his walk, and Owen Adams will stride to the plate with 2 on, 1 out here in the
Reminds
first.
me of the year that Nick Guerra had his senior year. Walker got hit by pitch 46 times and still led the team in RBIs and home runs. Cam's had a big year.
Cam comes off, obviously for the courtesy runner, since he is the pitcher today. That's going to be Isaac Davis, I believe, the courtesy runner at first base there. Owen Adams will fly that one, I believe. It's going to be fielded at third across the diamond. Owen is safe. Nice play by the third baseman to get the force out, but Owen with his speed hard to double up.
Hit the ball really hard right at the third baseman. He just had to step on third and throw to first. Got the first out. Owen beat up the second one. Hit the ball hard. That's all you can do.
So here's Camden Taylor, 2 outs, runners in first and second, still for the junior Potters. Potters up 1-0.
Camden's been on a roll lately. He's had a stretch. I think he had a stretch where he had either 9 or 10 consecutive on-base appearances, and the last 4 or 5 weeks he's been one of the hottest hitters.
Here comes the 1-0. That one's up high as well, 2-0.
What's Dunlap's pitcher's name? I didn't catch it.
Dunlap's pitcher is Isaac Babbs.
He throws hard enough. He's got, obviously, he's comfortable throwing his curveball. Doesn't throw it for a strike all the time, but
there it is, and that one's going to get by the catcher, and so you're going to see the runners cruise to second and third, 3-0. I assume we'll have a take here from Camden.
I would be very surprised if he swings for that. I think Coach Crawford would be even more surprised.
Yeah, he didn't give a take sign, but he held up 3 fingers in one hand as if to say, you know the count.
I don't know if anybody's watching this broadcast from Dunlap, but yes, he did give the take sign.
Oh, did he? I missed that part of it.
We'll have to be a little careful we don't give anything away.
Yeah.
I think we're probably okay that way.
I think at least our camera angle does not show Coach Crawford.
I don't know how they would get the message to the dugout in time anyway, so we'll probably
That's probably a fair point. I think we are a few seconds behind on the streaming from actual, as Camden will take ball 4.
And that's okay. Alex McKee's also been very hot. He had a home run over in the regional at Eureka, hit the ball hard, so nothing wrong with this.
Yeah, I believe the Potters had 3 home runs in the regional title game. Is that?
I believe that was correct. I didn't get there till about the 3rd inning, but I saw 2 of them.
Here's McKee. He'll take that one. Will be in there. Okay.
So one of the problems when you walk Cam like you did is you put more guys on base, and the pitchers had a little trouble finding the strike zone. So now you got to pitch to a bases loaded situation where the pitcher is having trouble throwing strikes.
Here comes the pitch from Babbs. McKee will take that one. That one's going to be a strike, I believe. So it'll be 1-1.
A strike. Yeah, I couldn't hear it, but got to swing at ball 3.
He fouled off toward the right field line. 2-2 now.
Cut in a good pitch. You also don't want to take strike 2. So he did what he had to do there. Now he's just got to protect, put the ball in play.
And you got to feel if you're Isaac Babbs, if you can get McKee out, this actually wasn't a bad inning, all things considered.
He's throwing a lot of pitches, but other than that, you're right.
Here comes that 2-2. That one is flown towards short right field. Center fielder coming in. It will get down. 1 run in. Second run is going to cross. Potters are up 3-0. A bloop single for Alex McKee. Hey, it looks like a line drive in the box score.
Well, that ball was hit really high. I am surprised it got down. The center fielder didn't read it very well at first. I know the wind's blown out a little bit, but it just didn't carry. And so a nice break for the Potters, and now we're up 3-0. And like you said, that's a big difference between 3 runs and 1 run, and we're not done yet.
Absolutely. Sammy Hare comes to the plate, another guy that has home run power. I mean, you got to be impressed by the Potters lineup when you have, guys hitting 6, 7, 8 that you think could be a home run threat at any time.
No question. And this is an interesting situation because McKee can really run at first base, and so don't be surprised to see him go. And if they throw through, then you'll probably see Cam Taylor heading towards the plate.
So Sammy Hare at the plate. He will ground that one toward shortstop. And that one gets by the shortstop. You see Camden Taylor score, 4-0 Potters. And the crowd's fired up, and Coach Crawford fired up as well.
Well, that's going to be an error, but that was not an easy play. It was a tough hop here to back up on it. It was going to be a long throw to first. And again, you put the ball in play on the ground, good things happen.
So here is Gil Pochard. Potters have sent 9 men to the plate this inning. Gil will take that one a little up high for ball 1.
So this is an inning I'm sure Dunlap Valley would like to have over. They haven't probably played defensively as well as they can, and I think some nerves have played a role in this first inning, and understandably so.
That one is up high, 2-0.
One of the things the Potters bring to the table besides this great talent is a reputation. And when you have that reputation, people expect good things from you. It makes it tough to play against the Potters in a big game like this.
I think that's a great point. And that one is going to be a strike, 2-1. But yeah, I mean, I think that's it, right? I mean, Potters are 26-1. Potters, and that's got to play into the head a little bit. Gil will float that one up down the left field line. It'll drift foul.
Just out of play.
So 2-2. Spartans just trying to find a way out of this inning. They had 2 outs and 2 strikes, and that bloop single by McKee changes the whole complexion of the inning, really.
Sure does. They were 1 pitch away from being out of the inning with only 1 run given up.
That's going to be inside. You're going to see an overthrow as the runners go. And you're going to see McKee will score. And when you talk about putting pressure on the defense, there you go.
But that's exactly why Coach Crawford did that, with the idea that there's a chance they'll throw it away.
So Isaac Bender started this inning with a single, and now he's up again.
So Babbs had a long inning. He's probably throwing, what do you think, 40 pitches?
As a coach, this is always the visit that I hate because you're never sure exactly what to say.
I think all you can do is give him a chance to catch his breath, just reestablish himself a little bit, get some confidence back, try to keep the team in the game, remind him it's a long game, those kinds of things.
I mean, we haven't even hit yet, that kind of idea.
Yep.
But so, and obviously, just at this point, just trying. And I think his coach is pointing out there, almost like he's, and which I mean, it seems fair, right? To almost trying to relax his pitcher, telling him, "You did your job. We made some misplays behind you."
And that's a really good point. Other than the double by Burns, there really wasn't, a gap shot, rocket shot. The balls hit pretty hard, but a lot of them were just fortunate for the Pirates they fell in. But that's baseball, and that's what happens when you put the ball in play.
So Pritchard at first, Hare at second. Bender singles through the hole between short and third, and Coach Crawford puts the stop sign on Sammy. But bases are once again loaded.
That one was hit hard, hit way too hard to score. Pritchard from second, just a line drive to left field for Benders, and now the birthday boy, as I said, comes up.
And Andy will take that one down, 1-0.
Come on, baby, dial it in. Let's go.
Well, the Pirates have scored as many in the first inning as they did each of the other two games against Dunlap Valley.
That one is grounded foul past the first baseman. That's a great point, Coach. I mean, you start to think about that. We talk about the mental side of the game. Again, this long game, but that sort of has to play on you a little bit. You think we gave up 5 whole game against these guys last time. Now they've got 5 in the first.
Well, and even worse, Dunlap Valley scored a total of 2 runs in 2 games against us so far, so they're going to have to come up with some offense to get back in this game.
Ballard will follow that one straight back. 2 good swings for Andy. Just
might have been a little ahead of that one, but yes, a good cut. Pirates are seeing the ball this morning. Beautiful day here at Westwood Park. If you're here in Morton and have time, come on out. It's a beautiful ballpark, beautiful day.
Absolutely. We love you listening to us, but don't be afraid to join us at the ballpark. Andy Ballard, line drive, nice
what a
diving play by the second baseman. Eli Mechanicu pulls that one in, or that might have been 2 more runs
that's
for the
definitely
Potters.
2 runs. And it might, because there's a gap out there, it might go to the wall. That's the hardest ball of the inning. That was a spectacular play that gives Dunlap Valley at least a chance to stay in the ballgame. Without it, that would have been disaster for them. What a play.
What a play. So Mechanicu saves at least a little bit of trouble, but like you said, Coach, one of the Potters' best advantages is not only the 5 runs, but now you've got Cameron Crawford on the mound, 7-0, has been pretty much lights out all year. What are we going to see from him on the mound?
Well, he throws his fastball for a strike. He does have a breaking ball. He'll throw that as well, but fastball is his out pitch, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of fastballs out of Cameron.
Absolutely. It'll be Simon Malcolm, the shortstop, to lead off for the Spartans. Blake Dietz is the third baseman. He'll bat second. Gavin Gibbs is the catcher. He'll bat third. So those are the top 3 in the Dunlap Valley Spartan order.
Yep. Hey, Clay. No, move this way. Keep going. Keep going. Isaac, move.
We're working with the with our players here to make sure the camera angle for you folks, you can see home plate and the pitcher's mound.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to see the pitcher. We love to see the guys in the dugout too. We like to see the pitcher throw the pitch if we can.
We appreciate everybody who's joining us here on Morton Potters Baseball YouTube. And, you know, obviously a great opportunity. We hope if the Potters are fortunate enough to hold on to this victory, we'll start a quarterfinal game, trying to coach a football game against